So, Sully, you're up.
So is it the skull and the body are like separated now?
Correct. So the skull is flying around, and the body, the torso of the Orge Mage is there.
But does the torso look like it's still animated, or is it just
Yeah.
falling to the ground?
Yeah, no, it hasn't fallen to the ground. It's there. It's animated.
Okay. I've never done this before. I'm going to take out my magic dancing spoons
Okay.
and try to make target the body and try to make the body dance by playing the spoons.
All right.
So I believe it has to make a DC 15 will save.
Okay. It's you start playing and it starts dancing.
That's my turn.
So are you playing? No, so you have to use both hands. So the Lich Queen's actually playing some of it, right?
Right, that's true. I'll have to hold them. Since I have my shield, I'll have to hold them in the puppet hand. So the Lich Queen is holding them in her mouth.
All right. So the skull flies around, and then swoops down, and there's a long smoke stream that comes from it, and it hits the ground, and then it comes up, and let's see, a whole lot of people here, too. All right, Theria, give me a wisdom save.
(13 plus 3, 16).
Okay. You feel that there is some sort of effect that the skull is projecting, but it doesn't seem to bother you.
Am I getting any undead action?
I don't know. That sounds kind of personal.
Am I getting any undead sense?
Yes, you are, because you start to see 10 skeletons start to rise up from the ground where the smoke had touched the ground.
Okay. All right, just a reminder with my armor, nothing undead can charm, frighten, or possess me.
Okay.
All right, so is it my turn, or was I just rolling?
Let's see. It's actually your turn.
All right, so there's 10 skeletons. There's a rad skull flying around.
Yep, and then
a body.
There's the Orge Mage's torso that is dancing.
Oh, the head's not dancing, just the body.
Just the body.
Okay, and you said that the 10 skeletons came from where the smoke touched the ground out of the...
Yep, kind of just rose came up right from the ground.
How close are they together?
They're pretty close together because they all sort of came up with the same area.
All right. I need to look up Thali again because I can't remember how this works. All right. So are they within? Are the two furthest ones away within 20 feet of each other?
Yeah.
All right. Then I'm going to fire a volley at them. 14.
Yeah, just give me 5 rolls.
23. Crit. A critical fail. And another crit. I got a 20, a 1, and a 20.
Wow.
Wow.
I need to. That's my basic red die too. So how would you like me to handle the crit, fail, crit?
Just give me the failure.
What's that? D100?
Yeah.
Exploding bow. Here we go. I got a 40.
Okay. Yeah, it's a really off shot, but you managed to destroy all 10 of them
Okay.
before they can even form and get all the way out of the ground. You've just blasted them, and they scatter back to dust.
And how far is the head away from the closest skeleton to it? Is it within 5 feet?
No.
All right, then I'm going to take my second attack and attack the head with a bow. 17.
It hits and just seems to wrap around it. Doesn't look like it does any damage.
Okay. All right. Is there anywhere that I can take cover?
It's kind of an open field, so.
All right, then I will do nothing.
Alrighty. Arin soon, then Moonflower.
All right.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm going to hop on Felleroff's back.
Oh, there you
I'm
go.
done. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
So, Arin looks at Moonflower and he just says, "Get ready to blast it." And Arin is gonna do something unconventional, but hopefully awesome. Do I see the skull?
Yeah.
Okay. How far is it from me?
I would say 50 feet.
Of course it's 50 feet. Okay. Then I am going to get as close to it as possible. So that's 40 feet away as the wings form out of my cape and I fly it at the skull. And while I'm flying, Volshovath flies out of his sheath and I throw the sword at the skull to try and wrap around it and grapple it and bring it back into my grasp. And then what I'm hoping to do is that I'll grapple the skull and then be able to hold it for Moonflower to blast it.
Okay.
Normally Volshovath just needs an attack roll to grapple, but this one seems like where I would need to just do a grapple.
Okay.
What do you think?
So that would be what, opposed strength check?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or it has the option of using dexterity, like acrobatics or athletics.
Okay, we can do that. Go ahead.
All right. Please roll big. Yes. All right. 24 total.
You go to grapple it and hit it, and it just manages to get away.
Damn it. All right. Well, that's my turn.
Moonflower.
Is there anybody near? Who's the closest to the head? Like, who's the closest party member near the head?
I guess it would be.
Probably Aaron.
Yeah.
Since he got away, how far did he get away? How far away is Aaron from this head now?
Well, he's at the same distance. He managed to elude his strike. He didn't really fly off.
Oh, okay.
So
Gotcha.
10 feet.
Okay. Moonflower, his hands start to glow blue, and ice crystals form in between, and a large 5-foot swath of ice thunders towards the Orge Mage's head.
All right.
So that's a dex save.
Yeah, 12.
16.
Yeah, I didn't make it.
So 9, 13, 16. So it did 31 cold damage.
All right. So some of the fire that was coming from the skull flickers out and burns back up, but you can see that it's got some ice on it, and it's definitely taken damage. There's some more cracks in it now. So I got to see if the torso can break the charm of the spoons. 14. I don't think does it.
15 it needs.
It's still dense. All right, Sully, you're up.
All right. It's right next to it. I'm going to cast Rite of Molask at the skull. So I drop my head and begin to pray, and then raise my arms up, and light just starts to form around it, pressing inward. It has to make a DC 19 dexterity save.
Nope.
It takes 48 radiant damage.
All right, so you see the skull just kind of begin to burn up as the light of the Molask hits it, and pieces of it fall away, and it burns and just like a big smoldering, like almost like a comet, just kind of like crashes to the ground in a big heap.
Does it appear to be destroyed?
Oh yeah, it's definitely destroyed. And then you hear a voice next to you, Sully.
Oh,
A
no.
high-pitched voice. You bastard! Killed my ride! And there's a pixie right next to you, and he attacks. 11 doesn't cut it. Let's see. 18, that doesn't hit either, right?
No, misses.
21.
That misses.
So he attempts you to stab you with his dagger, and he fails every single time.
I imagine it's not even that he misses, but Sully just kind of holds up his hand and is not able to actually puncture his skin.
The puppet.
Oh yeah.
All right. Theria.
So the head is exploded.
Yep, it's in the ground, a smoldering fire.
There's a pixie trying to do something with Sully's hand. And is the body still alive?
It's dancing.
So it doesn't seem to be causing anybody any problems.
Mm-mm.
All right. Is the pixie like solid, or is it like a wispy kind of thing?
That's solid.
All right. And it's not undead.
No.
All right. What am I going to do? I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds, since I don't think I've used that yet. And I'm trying to use things that I haven't done before. And I'm going to cast it at... So if I've got different level spell slots, can I upcast my cleric spells? Even though I only have like the 2 levels of cleric, I can upcast them to like a 3rd or 4th level spell slot.
Yeah, spell slots can be used for any of your spells.
Okay. All right, then I'm gonna cast Inflict Wounds at the... Shit, let's just go all in. I'm gonna cast it at the 4th level. So I make a spell attack. 19.
What are you trying to hit?
The pixie?
Yeah, that's a hit.
All right, so that's 5d10.
Isn't it 60-10 for 4th level?
Oh, can I not count? Actually, you're right, it's 60-10. All right, so I got a 10, and a 9, and a 3. It's 22, and a 1. It's 23, 26, 29. So 29 necrotic damage.
Okay.
That wasn't nearly as satisfying as I thought it was going to be. And I'm gonna ride Felleroff up as far as I can to see if I can see, because we didn't actually make it to the Dragon's Teeth, right? This guy sort of came from there and stopped us before we got there.
Yep.
I'm gonna look in that direction and see if I see any other creatures or anything coming from that way towards us. After flying up, what, 60 feet, I think is how high I can fly.
Okay.
Do I see anything?
Not right now. No, you don't see anything.
Okay. All right, I'm good.
All right, Aaron, then Moonflower.
So, did Theria's attack destroy the pixie thing?
No.
Okay, so it's still bothering Sully.
Mm-hmm.
And the Orge Mage's body is still dancing?
Mm-hmm.
So Aaron will look to Sully and ask, do you need help with that?
Yeah, it'd be nice to get rid of one or the other.
All right. So Aaron launches a couple of Eldritch Blasts towards the pixie just before saying, Sully, be sure to duck. So
Hug my llama.
18.
Yeah, it's a hit.
Then 14, which I assume is miss.
Yep.
And then 19.
Yep, 2 hits.
First one is 14 fire damage. Oh, nice. Next one is 13 fire damage.
All right.
So 27 fire damage on that fucking pixie bitch. And then how far away is the pixie from me, and how far away is the Orge Mage body from me?
Let's see. The pixie is probably 20 feet from you, and the Orge Mage is probably another 20 feet.
But in a different direction.
Yeah.
So then what I'll do is I'll use my movement to go over by Sully, and then my bonus action will be hitting it with Volshabath, who is so thirsty. But it's a wild swing and misses just barely.
All right. Where are you trying to hit?
The pixie.
Okay.
So I miss. It's a wild swing. The pixie dodges easily. A couple of Sully's hairs seem to float in the air.
All right. Moonflower.
Seeing that the head is still dancing, Moonflower turns his attention towards the pixie as well, and dark energy begins to form, and then around his tentacles, and then make its way very quickly towards the pixie. So that's a con throw, or a con saving throw.
All right. Yeah, I don't think he passed.
All right. So 15, 19, 20. I'm going to use a sorcery point to re-roll a couple of those die. So that's 41 necrotic damage.
All right. Okay. Still up. So Orge Mage is going to see if it can break the spoon dance. And it can't.
Nah. I imagine it dancing the jig like.
Sully, you're up.
I'm going to attempt to shock and grasp the pixie.
All right.
Crack die. 18.
Yep.
It takes 20 lightning damage.
All right. Okay. The pixie disappears, then reappears next to Arin Soon and attacks with his little dagger. 19. That's
Miss.
yeah. Hey, 27.
Miss.
Say what?
No.
Like,
it.
wow. And 22.
Hit.
All right. So, got 2 hits. All right. Big money.
forgot
All
no
right.
whammy.
Yeah. So give me 2 wisdom saves.
Row. First one, 5.
All right.
Second one is a 20. Not natural.
Okay. So the pixie vanishes. He is near Sully, vanishes, appears behind you, jabs you once with the dagger, misses, hits you 2 more times for 47 piercing damage, and you take 1 level of corruption.
Well, the 47 piercing damage is resisted
Okay, that's good.
because otherwise I would be in some pretty bad trouble. So that'd be, is it 23 or 24? Do we round up or round down?
23.
And then what is corruption?
Just mark it down. You'll find out.
One level of corruption?
Just make sure you check for any warts.
Does Aaron feel any different afterwards?
Not right this minute, no.
Okay.
1 level of
Something's
corruption.
bubbling.
That's not even like congressional aid level.
All right, Theria, you're up.
So, I think I got a little confused before. Did the pixie seem like it was destroyed and then it came back?
You destroyed the skull.
Okay.
The
And then
pixie
the
went invisible and flew around.
Oh, okay.
I
So
thought-
it wasn't like the
I thought
pixie
you
was
were
destroyed.
No.
No, I know the skull is destroyed. I thought a second ago the pixie you said it disappeared. I thought it was like destroyed and then it came back, but no, it just disappeared. So it's
Right.
right
blinked
next,
out.
it's right next to Aaron now.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. How close to the ground is it?
I don't know, 4 feet?
I'm going to cast Conjure Animals.
Okay.
So I'm going to cast Conjure Animals right underneath the skull. I mean the pixie, and then I'm going to continue to scan the horizon for additional enemies.
All right.
It'll be interesting to see what kind of animal companions are conjured in the Shadowfell.
Only the DM knows.
And even that's
Do I-
suspect.
Do I need to do something, or are you just going to tell me what happens?
Yeah, I'll tell you what happens.
Okay.
Aaron, you're up.
All right, so the pixie's right next to me, I'm assuming.
Yep.
I don't like it being right next to me. So I'm going to use my Thunder Armor cantrip, which is... I don't care that my initial trial is expired. So it needs to make a strength saving throw. DC 16.
Yeah, no, it fails.
Okay. So then it takes 3d4 force damage. So it takes 9 force damage. I have a +1 AC until the end of my next turn. and it's knocked back 5 feet from me.
Okay. And
Wait.
go ahead.
Oh, no, you go ahead.
Well, as you turn and you pushed it away from you, you realize there's like this childlike hand had reached out and tried to grab the pixie, but the pixie moved away from there, but you were able to, you knocked it away.
Haley Joel Osment is still with us, everybody.
I think I have a friend.
All right, and so with it being knocked away from me, I'm going to use the opportunity to fly back a good amount of space so that I can start blasting with my Eldritch Blast on my next turn.
All right, Moonflower.
Moonflower. So the pixie's the only enemy on the battlefield.
The body of the Orge Mage is still there too.
Yep.
Is he doing anything? He's still he's dancing.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. All right. As long as he's still dancing, I'm not too concerned. As long as he doesn't leave his friends behind. The pixie and Moonflower make eye contact, and the pixie starts to feel a little bit confused. I'm assuming there's nobody within a 10-foot radius of the pixie.
Aaron. No, that's right. Aaron is not. Okay. So what has he got to make?
A whiz saving throw. 16 to beat.
Yeah, he does not make it.
All right. So he is now confused, or she, or it.
All right. The Orge Mage torso is dancing and dancing and then spins around and stops, and the hole where the head would be sort of opens up, and you see some sort of like swarm start to come forth, and you get a distinct smell of
Jesus.
goblin pickled fingers as it sprays all into the air. And Sully, you're up.
Well, you don't want to get infected with those things. I'm going to target it with a vitriolic sphere. So it and the swarms of pickle fingers have to make a DC 19 dex save.
Thank God somebody still has area of effect spells.
I mean, I have a lot of area of effect spells. I just can never use them because everybody's always like melee attack.
What's the DC?
19.
Okay.
They take, the ones who made it take or failed rather take 39 acid damage. The others take half. And then the ones who fail take another 5d4 next round.
All right.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to form my angel wings on my back and fly up 20 feet so I can't get swarmed by the pickle fingers.
Okay. All right. So let's see. Confusion. So I need to roll to see D10. I should know this like by heart. 8. Anybody off the top of their head?
Let me check real quick. The creature uses its action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within its reach. If there's no creature within reach, the creature does nothing.
Okay.
So, I don't think the pixie has anything within reach.
No. And then I roll to see if I break it. Do not. All right. Theria, then Arin soon.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was on mute.
Okay.
Where is the pixie now?
It is confused and about 10 feet from Arin.
And the body is...
I would say that it's probably, unless a pixie came towards Arin's probably going to put 20, 30 feet before
Okay.
it. Probably not Arin's full movement, but enough to get it some distance that it wouldn't necessarily just come back at it.
Okay. So yeah, it's by itself. The Orge Mage torso has quit dancing and now is spraying goblin pickled fingers into the air.
No, I know, but where is it in relation to Arin and the head? I mean the pixie.
Probably 30 feet from it.
Okay. All right. So I'm recognizing that the thing that keeps coming when I'm conjuring animals is the same thing, right?
Yep.
All right. Do I feel like I can communicate with it?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna request that it try to grab the body.
Okay.
And yeah, that's it. I'm gonna stay up where I am, but I'm gonna ask it to try to grab the body.
Okay. All right. Arin.
All right, so the pixie is still up and kicking.
Yep.
But now we have the added bonus of hopefully sizzling pickled fingers from the vitriolic spear. And,
yeah, most of the swarm has been destroyed.
Okay. And then how's the Orge Mage's body looking?
It's taken some damage, but not much.
So I'm looking at both as equal threats. The pixie, I know, I've heard it. So I'm gonna spend my first shot is gonna be at the pixie, and the remaining two are gonna be at the Orge Mage. And also, I am using my repelling blast on the Orge Mage to knock it back. So, first attack against Pixie. Fucking miss. Then my attacks against the Orge Mage. Also miss. And then a 20.
All right. Well,
Does the 20 hit?
Oh, yeah.
So that's 6 fire damage and it gets knocked back 10 feet.
All right. And that's against the torso?
Yeah. And then so how far away is, so the pixie is like 20, 30 feet from me. How far away is the torso?
Probably the same distance, just in a different direction.
All right. I'm gonna work on just slashing at the pixie. So I'm gonna move up, give myself a 10-foot buffer from the pixie, and then lash out with full Shabbath.
Okay.
19.
Yep.
9 slashing damage. Not trying to grapple, just doing the normal damage.
All right. Moonflower.
I'm tired of the pixies, so I'm going to try to disintegrate it.
All right.
So that's a dex save.
Yeah, it fails. You don't need to roll. So you go Mind Flare, Death Star, and blast it, and it disintegrates. And literally pixie dust lands on the ground.
You got the joke before I was able to get it. You rascal.
So the Orge Mage.
No, Orge Mage.
That's right. The Orge Mage, the headless Orge Mage, moves around and then lowers its torso and fires a stream of undead goblin pickled fingers at a randomly selected target. Looks up and fires them at Theria.
Doesn't the Orge Mage also, isn't it missing its hands too?
I think so. Yeah.
No.
I'm pretty sure Soul Wrench chopped off his hands and took his tusks, and then it was Hrothgar that chopped off its head. But yeah.
All right, Theria, give me you and Felleroff a deck save.
All right. I'm 60 feet up, right?
Yep.
All right. Shit, what am I looking for? All right, you need a deck save from both of us?
Yep.
All right. I got a 13. And how do I switch over to the other character? Syria. And Felleroff got a 17.
All right. You take 18 bludgeoning damage, and Felleroff just takes 9. Go ahead and give me a con save for both of you.
All right, wait. How much damage am I taking first?
18.
And Felleroff takes half?
Yep.
All right. All right, feller, I've got a 6 con save. And I got a 12.
All right. So you can feel you guys get hit with all these undead goblin pickle fingers hitting you. Felleroff manages to move out of the way of some of it, but you are still hit with it.
Okay.
All right. Give me another dex roll. Just don't add any modifier. Just roll.
14.
Okay. As it does that and stands up, the young child appears and grabs the arm of the headless Orge Mage and begins to dance with it.
How does the Orge Mage react to this?
The Orge Mage begins to dance. Orin, soon you're up.
All right. I'm launching a bunch of Eldritch Blasts its way. These are not going to be repelling. Miss. Natural 20. And then another miss. Unless 15 hits.
15 hits, yeah.
Oh, sweet. So, 1 crit and 1 hit. So critical is 11. So probably just double.
Yeah.
So then 6 fire plus 8, 13 plus 17. 6. So 23 fire damage total.
Okay.
And then gonna use my movement to fly up to the Orge Mage and then slash it with Volshavath.
Send a rate.
I don't know.
What?
I don't know. Something came on somebody's computer. I don't know what it was.
Well, unfortunately, I rolled a fumble
All right.
in trying to go up to the Orge Mage, so I'm sure this is going to be interesting. I'm probably going to roll like a 99 on this one. Oh, only 16.
Okay. Just more stuff for Conrad to edit out. You blast it with the Eldritch Blast, and you can see its torso beginning to like get bigger and bigger and ripple, and it just kind of rips open, and just all the undead pickled goblin fingers just kind of go everywhere along the ground, and it just kind of flops lifelessly to the ground. The girl is still holding part of the arm, just standing there as the headless Orge Mage is now just laying there with all the goblin fingers go around it. And she looks at you and starts to stare you down. Her eyes begin to glow. And she's like, "Why do you always kill everything I like?" And then looks at Theria. "Mother, will you do something about this?" And she vanishes.
Oh, shit!
What the fuck? Damn. There is. There is
Bum,
some.
bum, bum.
I didn't think that's how reproduction worked.
All right, so you've got a bunch of undead goblin picker fingers crawling all over the ground now.
I'm stomping the shit out of each and every one of them. Stomping
Okay.
them like grapes.
All right. Give me a con save.
$17.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you managed to stomp them all out.
Well, looks like no rescue for you, Your Highness. Zully, let me tell you a secret. Ah! And for that, I take the hand puppet off and put it in the sack with my old socks. Stay in there till you're feeling like you're going to behave yourself.
All right. So let's see. What are you going to do now?
That is
Did
the
I,
freaking question, isn't it?
Did I notice whether or not Theria and or Felleroth were infested with pickle fingers?
Infested? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to come down and tell you that anyway. Because I remember what happened last time, right?
Yeah, it's not good.
So, can you heal me?
Yeah, I'm going to cast a twinned restoration on Felleroth and you. Killed me last time.
All right. So, do I need to do something? Or does that clean me?
No,
It was automatic last time.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about this level of corruption that I have? Is there any feeling from that yet, or is it just still not noticeable?
Give me a perception roll.
I'm generally good at those famous last words. 20, not natural.
Okay. Yeah. There's sort of there's a general uneasiness from the attack that you felt like when he hit you with that blade, that it was just something different about it, and you feel very uneasy, kind of like a little bit on edge, just very uncomfortable.
Okay. Given Aaron's history and the fact that he's kind of a proud warrior, he's going to try to just shake it off and not really let people know about it. Just figure that there was just something weird about it, and he'll shake it off.
Word for Rothgar's warts.
Yep. Well, Rothgar's warts were at least a physical manifestation. It was an actual rash. This is more of just kind of a mental thing, it seems, to begin with. We all know soldiers don't do mental stuff.
All right, so you guys make your way to the Dragon's Teeth.
Yep.
And these are like just large, jagged rocks. You can walk in between them. And as you pass that, you see that yellow light. And as you get closer, it is a huge, like, pit where all the water is now collecting and going down into one huge hole in the middle.
How fast is the water flowing?
It's moving at
Or
a
is it
decent.
just kind of a slow speed?
Yeah, it's not like rapids, but there's definitely movement to it.
Wait, so is this like that river stream that we saw earlier is like this, or is this some kind of weird gathering of different streams that flow into like a whirlpool?
You figure these are all the streams that you saw. This is where they're all collecting. So in order to get down this waterfall, you would have to either go into the water, but as you look into the middle, there appears to be a spiral staircase that goes down.
But that's being covered by water.
No,
Right.
there's no. It's like in the middle of this waterfall.
Gotcha.
Aaron is definitely hesitant to go around the water because it reminds him too much of the time when he was soul wrenched and stuck for God knows how long at the depths of the ocean. So everybody can see him being a little bit more hesitant and nervous than he normally would be.
We can. I'm going to find a spot to tie off my llama. I'm assuming he's not a strong swimmer. Although he is a
Good
wolf,
call.
so who knows?
If I cast an ice bolt towards the center, would I be able to freeze a pathway for us to get to the water, the staircase?
That reminds me, I have shape water, the cantrip. I just don't use it that much.
That also would probably work.
I'm just going to ride my Pegasus.
So shape water probably makes more sense, but
So basically, I can freeze. I have to do it in stages, though. It's not really clear that you can like just make a bridge. Yeah, I can make like a 15 by 5 by 5 block of ice, and then unfreeze a piece of it, and freeze the next piece. But it's not like it's going to be like stable. It's just going to be moving in the water.
Why don't you guys just sit on the block of ice and Fellerov can pull you across?
There you go.
Well,
like ice, like water skis, but like a toboggan, like we're tubing.
Right.
No, like you guys are wearing leather jackets and preparing to jump over a shark. That's a reference to the episode of Happy Days.
I know.
Oh.
hey.
Yeah, I mean, I can make using shape water and ice toboggan that'll last an hour.
All right. I think that's probably the best way to go. That all of us could fly.
Okay.
So wait, we're gonna ride ice toboggans into the waterfall.
Yes.
I think the idea is to get over to the stairs.
Aaron's not really comfortable with this. Is there any way that Aaron could just fly over?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I assumed I also have wings now, so I can also fly. I mean, I could lend my broom of flying to Moonflower so that she can also fly over.
I can't fly until level 14, so until then I have to.
Right, but I can give you the broom of flying
That sounds good.
that I have.
It's like the like some it's like a Death Eater type looking thing. Like a illithid on a mind flare on a broom. I feel like there's Harry Potter somewhere. But yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, Aaron is definitely more comfortable in the air than with the idea of being in or around the water.
So Moonflower will borrow Sully's broom, and he starts riding into the air.
Okay. All right, you guys make it to the staircase and start to make your way down. It's about 100 feet to the bottom. And the water is all along the sides. As you can see, this is just a huge waterfall going all the way past. You are like on it ends in like a platform. The water is going along all the sides except for one. It's blocked by some rocks, so that's an obvious pathway. There's 2 double doors.
So is it like the sound of rushing water all around us?
Yeah.
Okay. So probably not worth it listening at the doors. We should probably just fling them open and see what's on the other side.
Yeah, let's do it. I need to get away from this. Let's get inside.
I'm basically just stunned at this point, so I'm agreeing with whatever anybody says.
I'm if that's the plan, Moonflower.
So I'm going to fling the doors open.
And I will be right behind Sully to get away from this water.
Okay. You enter like a large cavernous area, and you hear some talking coming, echoing in this room. Straight ahead of you is like another tunnel, but now you realize the talking is coming from off to your right. There's some kind of like tunnel, and there's a light coming. You can see the light getting bigger and bigger.
So now that I'm all practiced with stealth, I guess I'll start stealthing my way towards the talking.
Okay. Okay. So as you are making your way there, 2 figures come around the corner. It is Rothgar with the bartender. The bartender is holding a torch.
Rothgar.
How long?
Oh wait, are they like, are we seeing them in the distance, or are they right? Do they like come around right in front of us?
Yeah, they're like 30 feet away.
Okay. Then at that, I'm still just stunned there, kind of in disbelief. Then can't tell if I'm seeing an illusion or.
Okay.
I'm freezing so they can't see me from my hiding spot.
Aaron just walks up brazenly and says, "How long have you guys been here?"
Hey, it ain't been that long. Took you guys a while. I just I took care of Rothgar's problem here.
His mug is all fixed?
Yeah, his mug's all fixed.
Still looks the same to me.
And Rothgar takes a drink from it, and then he dumps it out, and you can see the alcohol come out of it.
What was the issue?
Oh, you just got a bad batch.
Yeah, okay. So what now?
Well, you see, Rothgar here, he told me, we struck a deal, so apparently you guys wouldn't mind a little bit of help going forward. So I decided maybe I would chip in, you know what I mean?
Allies are always
chip in your
welcome.
Services.
What now?
Like chip in your services or something else.
Well, just kind of like give my blessing, so to speak, on the rest of this your endeavors.
It's incredibly vague.
Of course it is. What do you want me to be specific?
Yes, we want to know whether or not you were with us in destroying the Lich Queen.
Of course I am. As long as you put that powder on her.
I don't know anything about any powder, but I will.
It's the one theory has
Do
been
it.
snorting half the time.
It's good shit.
Yeah. Makes you see kids. Anyway.
Wait, is that how Theria got pregnant with the spirit child?
I don't know. Who's asking? Is that you or the puppet?
The puppet's been put away because it's been bad.
Yeah, I heard you. I played that game before. Conrad's probably got some movie about it. So
Yeah,
I'm
he
gonna.
seems to have a movie about everything.
So since you're going to be helping us, you happen to know where, more specifically, where the Lich Queen is and where we can find her?
You're on the right track there, Sully. Don't worry about it.
Is the princess and the Lich Queen the same thing?
Yeah, those skeletons don't know what they're talking about.
I knew it. Good for nothing. All they could give us was eels. Eels and bad advice.
Yeah, they don't take. I guess they didn't care much for. Guess you didn't care much for Arlo's show and in his other form, namely dinner.
Oh, damn. Moonflower took the eels. That was Alo's show.
Who else did you think it was?
Jesus Christ.
Thought it was he.
Well, now Sully has them. Because I thought he would like
So
them.
heard it's magically delicious too.
That's unfortunate. Alo's show was, well, he was not a great ally. He did help us in a time of need.
Ah, they come and they go.
He deserved better. Regardless, we will avenge his death.
Yeah, he deserved to be cooked, not served raw. What kind of shit is that?
But it is hard to hear that there was an opportunity to attack the Lich Queen before, and we missed it with her in the guise of this princess character.
Well, you know, before you were also having an identity crisis too.
Yeah, so I understand.
But anyway, I'm going to bestow my blessing on this group here. On Rothgar's behest.
Ding, ding, ding.
So everybody is now in 15th level. So whatever you need to do to make it there, you do it.
Whoa!
Nice.
Jeez.
Actually, that's just one level for me.
That's 3 for me.
That's 3 for me, too.
That is a huge jump. Nice.
So that doesn't imply that you're rested and ready to go. So just add whatever hit points, however we did it before, to your total. Whatever spells you get. But whatever you have used so far, that's what you've used, unless you guys choose to rest or whatever.
I mean, just going up 1 level, I'd be getting 2 additional spell slots. So I can't even begin to see what going up another 3 levels does.
Sweet. All right, dude. I think I gotta call it for myself.
Yeah, no problem. I think it's a good place to. All right, guys. I appreciate it.
All right. Talk to you
Yep. Later, guys.
All right. Take it easy.
Take care, everyone.